You've always been synonymous with the SG, or SG style guitars, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, am I right in thinking the first SG was a backup for another guitar, wasn't it, originally?
First SG, yeah, because I used to have the Strat, and again I worked on it myself to try and get it right for me to play, because I couldn't just pick up a guitar like you'd be able to pick up and play, and I couldn't use heavy strings anymore. I just had to change everything, change the fretting and have the frets lower and strings lower, because I was using thimbles, you know. I couldn't, you just can't feel what you're touching. So the Strat was the one I had, but I did have a backup guitar, which was the SG. I had a right-handed SG upside down. I used to tune, you know, got it strung the other way around. You used to get all the knob marks on your arm, and you know. And I heard of this bloke who he'd got a left-handed guitar and he was right-handed, and he played that upside down. Really peculiar. So I got in touch with him and I arranged to meet him in a car park. It was a bit dodgy, really.
I was going to say, it sounds like a dodgy deal. Totally.
Yeah, he might have nicked it, I don't know. But anyway, I did, and...
So you just, you swapped them?
And we swapped.
That's hilarious.
He wanted some cash with it. I said, no, I'm not going to have cash. He went, all right then. So we swapped, and then he had the right-handed, I had the left-handed, and that was it. So I had that primarily as a second guitar, if anything, you know. So I'd use the Strat, and when we went in to do the first album, I recorded Wicked World with the Strat. And then the pickup went in the session. I thought, oh no. And so I ended up, I thought I've got to use the other guitar. So I used that. It was the first time I'd ever really played it. I hadn't played it. And I thought, here I am doing an album, a guitar I'd never played before, really, you know, live. Once we'd done that, I never went back. I stuck with the, you know, the SG ever since then.
What was it that made you stick to it? Like, instead of going back to the other one, what was it, you know?
Well, the other one, as far as I know, was buggered, because in them days, you couldn't just go and buy a pickup. You know, it was like, oh. And if I'd really thought about it, I could have took the front pickup out and put it, but I never thought of that.
Gotcha, yeah.
No, as soon as I started using the SG, and then that was on the album. That's it. And,
I hear you.
And I actually swapped my Strat for a sax.
Oh, really?
I had this mad idea of trying to play the sax, which I drove everybody up the wall with. And then eventually I got rid of it. But and then
Black Sabbath?
Yeah, Black Sabbath. And Geezer saw the Strat in a pawn shop. And he said, and he was planning on going to buy it for me on the afternoon, buy it back, but somebody bought it and
wow.
gone. But yeah, but I've always stuck with the SG since then.
Brilliant.